Good. Let's see. I'm just gonna keep going. Stop. What's up, guys? All right, I got a reverb going here. Sorry about that. Let me fix this real quick. I think kind of not good at this. All right. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. Welcome, cupcakes. My name's Nick, and this is Spill Dead Build, and just came to talk to you guys a little bit, see how you're doing, see how everybody's going. Let's get this party started right. Can you hear me? That's how I start off every stream because I always should. All right. Still, it's been a while, guys, since I've been on here, and then I had a couple of technical difficulties getting on here to talk to you this time. So I apologize for that. What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Frank? It's been a bumpy ride. The last couple of days have not been fun. I got power back yesterday morning-ish, but they had. My understanding was we weren't going to get back until Wednesday, and I'm flying out on Wednesday. So there was like this mad dash to try to get things ready and right. And on top of that, the kids weren't in school. So like they weren't in school today. They're in school tomorrow. But it was a big, crazy mess. And then while I was at my wife's work, working on my presentation for LaserCon, I got a text message from my brother saying the power's back on. So yay. We're happy about that. Let's see. How are what's up, Rich? Hey, Jason. I always have mic issues, man. So Laser Nation or Cupcake Army. I don't know what to call you guys anymore because I asked you guys kind of what you've been looking for. And everybody said they want me to build more shit and do less laser stuff. So let's address that. I have spent a lot of time converting my shop over to do more laser stuff, so it's not as dirty in there. So it does become a little problematic to do a lot of Shishigiban. Laser cakes. I like laser cakes. I still want to do some Shishigiban work. I've honestly just kind of been overwhelmed with laser stuff. The other problem with me doing builds is I'm not very good at it, and it doesn't make me any money. And I know you guys don't want to hear this, but like this is like my job. So building stuff when you're not like a master craftsman, which I am not, does not get sponsors knocking on your door, if you know what I mean. Whereas I've made kind of a name for myself in the laser community, and now I have people contacting me and wanting to work with me. That being said, let me give you a quick rundown of who's here. I'm sorry. And also I might have to do the readers because I'm getting old. What's up, Jason? What's up, brother? Hey, Daniel. Tinfoil. That guy with the laser. I know that girl with the laser. Or that chick. I know, right, Frank? I also don't want to be a laser review channel or like especially a diode laser review channel. I feel like I've reviewed enough diode lasers, and I don't think right now, aside from now that they're coming out and they're making them enclosed and stuff, I don't think there's a lot of progress in that space. I think now that they're enclosed, I think you're going to see all of them become enclosed. I'm not saying there's not interesting stuff out there, but The amount of people that I get contacting me wanting me to do laser reviews now is insane. And a lot of them are either companies I haven't heard of or companies that represent companies I have heard of. So instead of like Ortur contacting me at some marketing company, and it just I never wanted to be a product review channel. Actually, I wouldn't mind being a product review channel if I got to do like Apple stuff, but like diode lasers, like I just have a pile of lasers now. I give them away a lot. I donate them, and they just take up space. They're not fun to review because it's kind of reviewing the same thing. It's hard to, and it's hard to give you like a real honest opinion on some of them because you feel bad that somebody sent you a laser, and not that they're paying you, but you don't want to bash their laser. You know what I mean? Like somebody sent you their stuff to put it on there. Now I have had a couple, and I will say this: I've had a couple companies send me a laser, and I have put it together and run it and had issues with it, and contacted the company and gotten no good feedback back from them, and not release those videos. You guys just don't see those videos. And that's my way of kind of not being a complete prick for them sending me something for free. Problem is, I mean, that's, you know, if they're not willing to take notes, they need to go back to the drawing board anyway. Okay. So that being said, I'm saying no to all diode reviews unless something comes out that's really interesting. And I get a lot of companies that contact me about materials, but they're like a lot of them are they're not in the United States. Not in the United States. They're a lot of them are in China and stuff like that. And it's not that I don't want to do that, but a lot of them, it's kind of like what is it, Alibaba and is it Temu? Where like the order times are such a like pain in the butt. Like I had a guy contact me and he wanted to send me some samples, so maybe I would, you know, represent his stuff. And like he's telling me it's going to be 28 days to get product here. So I want to do that. And then like reviewing CO2 lasers become problematic because they're big. So I mean, like I really liked being able to go to ISA because I got to like check out the Eon lasers without them sending me one and having it in the garage, because my big laser downstairs is the size of a car. You know, I mean, it takes up a whole parking space in the garage. So that is that's putting a little bit of a damper on my cash flow situation, because I was making a lot of money working with Xtool. I'm not saying I won't work with Xtool in the future. I just am a little leery about how quickly they're putting out products and their resolution to issues that they're having with their machines. So I will say this: I still like Xtool's machines, absolutely, 100%. I don't think they're bad machines. I think they need to stop and focus on the issues they're having with their current machines and stop trying to put new stuff out as fast as humanly possible. It leaves a bad taste in a lot of consumers' mouths. And I've been told many a time that, you know, somebody just purchased brand new laser and then the next new one comes out. Now I realize it's technology, but the way Xtool's been putting stuff out is pretty serious, man. I mean, it's like, I understand why people are upset about that. And Xtool was a large revenue source for me. And so AP Laser is another company that I've partnered with. The issue that I run into there is that AP Lasers I love their machines. I love everything about their machines. They're just expensive. Coming from a YouTuber and influencer's standpoint, I can sell like a $2,000 or $3,000 laser all day long. Trying to sell a $30,000 or $40,000 laser is not nearly as easy. It's just kind of where it lives. Excuse me. So part of the reason I wanted to talk to you guys is I wanted to know what how you guys what you guys want to see, because excuse me, I took that beer too fast. Um, I've come to a point where I would like to have the kind of content that you guys want to watch, and then I know you guys want to hear this, but and then maybe have have a product placement or something in the video that isn't necessarily related um, to like a laser company or something. So that way I could partner with companies that I am a little bit more comfortable working with. Like I mean, just for like off the top of my head, like Simply Safe. I'm not saying that I would partner with Simply Safe, but or Squarespace and things like that. The problem is, even with the size of my channel, my views per video are low enough that I don't like Squarespace and stuff like that. They don't want to advertise on my channel. Like it's not worth their time. Um, so give me a second and let me read up here. Readers. Let's see. Yes, Jeremy's right. He said it's also wasting my time if they have crap products. And yeah, and the thing is, like I'm gonna keep doing this because I can't see old eyes. I've always I've always been honest with you guys whenever I review something. I may not come out and say it's shit, but a lot of times I will point out the things that I don't like about it, and I just try not to like bash it too bad. Um, I feel like I've been as kind of fair as I can in the situation that I'm in with stuff like that. Um, and like I don't want to put out videos where I'm just bashing something anyway. You know, I mean, like I don't like. I'm not a big fan of watching that stuff. So the thing is, um, what I want to be able to do is give you quality product. And in order to do that, I need to know what you guys want, because I have 125,000 followers now, I think. Maybe it's 122. And like I get, just so you guys understand, I have that many followers, and my videos usually get about 5,000 views, which means that 121,500, wait, you know what I mean? Like less than 100,000, or there's like 100,000 of you guys that are not watching those videos. So, and that's what a lot of these marketing places and stuff look at now is like how many people watch your video. I'm not saying I need like things to go viral, but they need to get more views. Maybe I'm an asshole. Okay, I am an asshole. I know that. Um, and I refuse to change that. I don't want to be everybody else that you see on YouTube. Okay, like I myself am my brand to a certain degree. So I guess I guess I just don't I guess I just don't know how to connect with you guys. And like I said, a lot of people are like, I miss a Shishigiban. And the thing is, I'll say it again. I like doing Shishigiban. It makes me zero money. Like the videos do okay sometimes, but those videos don't make any money. Am I still? Let's see. Frank says, "Are you still doing the Maker Mental Health live streams?" I am not. The one of our hosts um, just it couldn't do it anymore, and I didn't think it was good to have with me and the other host without the third person. So that is dormant right now. um, which like I bought the website for it and everything. So like that's all ready to go. I just like I by myself. I don't think I like. I don't think it's. I don't think it's a good live stream to watch when I'm the only person on it. So I mean, I'm open to it's doing the product placement thing. Whoop. Um, I I'm open to revisiting that. I really did kind of like that. I had a logo made and all sorts of stuff. But things don't always happen the way you want it to. Um, so I wouldn't mind revisiting that. I don't know if that should live on this channel though, if that makes sense. Let's see. So so Rich, so I have a really large laser that's all decked out. My laser costs about 45 grand. You can get lasers from AP Laser that are much, much cheaper. They're smaller. It's just I have one of their huge ones. And like after being at ISA, I always thought the AP laser was just really expensive. Man, when you start looking at like Trotec and Eon and those guys, they're all up there. Once you start once you start getting bigger and adding, the cool stuff, they get pricey really quick. Uh, oh, so let's see. Wait a second. Let's see. I just want to. I want to like this. So Jeremy said you can't be nice enough for Glowforge. So Glowforge is one of the only companies to ever tell me. So especially when it was smaller channel, and I was reaching out to companies, and I would send them my media kit and stuff like that, and ask them, if I could sponsor a video for them, stuff like that. Glowforge is the only company, one of the only companies, two. But Glowforge is the only company that came back and said that I was not on brand with them, and they, for lack of a better term, did not want me to represent their their brand, their company. And I was bitter, and I might have bought a Glowforge. It's not a Glowforge. It's the shell of a Glowforge. It doesn't have laser in it. And I was always going to do a video where I just destroyed the shit out of it, and then I had second thoughts. I don't know. Maybe I should still do it. But yeah, they're like most companies just say no or they don't respond to you. They don't like go into the fact that like they don't think you're on brand for them. Assholes. Um, Popping in the show me state. Yes. So I went to this is where I went to college. It was Southwest Missouri State when I was there. What's up, Crawl Space? I'm catching up now, guys. Sorry. Talk amongst yourselves. So tinfoil, Timmy says, and like I agree with you to a certain degree. Like that's I've tried to not go over the. I can't say am I blurry? Um, I can't say I haven't gone over the top or made some missteps, but I like my goal has always tried to be like no bullshit. Like I really tried not to do a lot of voiceover, things like that. The idea was always that like you and I were sitting in the shop bullshitting, and I'm showing you how to do something. Um, because that's the kind of like hanging out and learning I like to do. So that was always what I was trying to present. Things change a little bit, Tempo, when like you have to make money too. Um, and I wish I could like pull a Simone Yetch and just uh, amass such a following that I can do whatever I want and people will still pay me because she's huge. Um, and that is kind of why I'm asking you guys what you want more of, because if I can amass like a huge legion of followers that are loyal to me, then that kind of solves a problem in the sense that uh, sponsors then kind of have less of have less of a say on what I say because they just want to advertise on the channel. Let's see. Poppin', I thought you were leaving. Okay, so Poppin', if you're still here, email me. Here's my email. Where is it? There we go. All right, let's see. I was like, so Patrick, so this is so um what I want to do. This is my idea going forward. We just haven't really gotten into it yet. Um, this is my thought. I'm just kind of asking what you guys want. I'm curious. It's your channel. I mean, really. Um, aside from the fact that I do need to make some money. Okay. Um, my thought is to focus a lot more on the business side of lasers. So probably would still like it probably wouldn't be like a dry ass like business video type thing or how to run a business or something like that. It would probably be like, hey, um, like let's make a project and let's kind of like integrate this in there a little bit. But that's my thought. Because the thing is, like, aside from me wanting you guys around, is I also want to make you money. Because if I make you money, you in turn make me money. I'm no bullshit. I mean, that's how it works, right? If I can say that I taught, or if Patrick goes out tomorrow and says, "Hey, man, I was watching this build video, and man, he taught me this thing that made me a bunch of money," that gets me viewership. So anything I can do to help you out helps me out. And I'm just trying to be as transparent as possible for this whole thing because I want you to know that when I started I started this channel for me. But what it's turned into is much more of a like kind of community thing. And I want to keep that up. I don't really have like a whole lot of friends in real life or people that I hang out with or anything like that. So like you're my people. Let's see. Yeah, set it up and test it. Yes. Yes. I agree. So Jeremy likes the business and idea. Jesus. Frank, who are you getting those from? I do want to do so just so you guys know, if you're familiar with the Norton white tile method with the diode laser, coins, 3D coins, is kind of like the equivalent of that in fiber laser land. They're really cool, but they take a long time to make, so they're really not. They're not. They're not. They're not super lucrative. Like if you make a really cool coin, like it's gonna have to be so expensive to cover your time that like you can't mass produce them very easy because you've got to run. I think it's if you run the entire spectrum of grays on it, it's 256 passes. So even fiber laser land, that's still a lot of passes. So Frank, I'm sorry. So Frank, by the way, AP lasers were made in Canada. Um, I don't know if you know that. Like their headquarters is like right across the border in Michigan, but they like the frames and everything are made in Canada, in like a little town. I can't remember what it's called. So I feel the tutorials. The problem is like I feel like I'm doing tutorials and and people are like, and I don't know, like I don't know how to fix that. Like I don't know if like are my tutorials shitty or are like the stuff that I'm doing in the videos shitty. Like is you know I like I don't know. Uh, so Rich says like, I mean, like I would love to do this. By the way, he's like, why don't you do like a vlog style approach? I I've tried to do vlogs in the past, and they do so incredibly poorly. And it honestly, like, I'm not as like I don't know. Like, I guess maybe I haven't made enough of them to have my vlog style down. But I just I would love to do that. I would love to give you days in the life. If I could change, I probably can't show a lot of it on fucking sorry, on YouTube. But I would love to do that. Those videos perform poorly. Like not only do they not get views, they get clicked off of in like 30 seconds. Figure out how to use tools to grow a new business. Okay, so let's see. Stable figure. Should I read these? You guys will read them, right? I'm trying to leave a stable 35-year career and figure out how to use the tools to grow a business. Do you know? Uh, do I consult privately? So like here's the thing. I don't necessarily feel super comfortable uh, consulting on something like that yet because I'm still building my business and my business has not been, it hasn't been, it's been like, um, my other idea or my, one of the things I'm thinking of, and this will take kind of a couple months to put together, but I am going to LaserCon in 2 days. LaserCon is a laser convention put on by AP Laser. A lot of people that go to it are AP Laser owners, and they have businesses. They have like big business. I mean, you've got mom and pops, and you've got big businesses. A lot of them do um, like marble and stuff. I shouldn't say a lot of them, but there's people that do like marble and things like that for headstones and like kind of no joke type stuff. Like they're making good money. I will be presenting. I will be presenting at this conference. So at the end of it, at the end of my presentation, what I want to do is invite anybody that wants to maybe come on and do a live and talk about their business and things like that, or maybe I'll go visit their business and do a video like that. But I figure if I can get a good, I would say 10 business stories under my belt, then I'd be much more comfortable like consulting with people about stuff like that. And I think at that point, um, it would be more viable to have some sort of either a course to teach or even just information to give. Um, once I've talked to some guys and like how they've gotten through it and like their trials and tribulations, things like that. I'm sorry. Like I got back from Cancun and I lost my voice in Cancun, and then being back and whatever, like it's just my voice is still gone. Sorry. All right, wait. I lost something. What's up, Jeff? Maybe a monthly training seminar. Also, okay, here's the deal. I really want to do like a newsletter to you guys. I don't know where to start. That's something that I've been like, I've collected email addresses and everything, and I really want to put something out. It's just, I don't even know what that looks like yet. Let's see. I'm also like trying to do, yeah. Yeah, okay. I get you, Rich. Rich says that like my vlogs in the past have like not been about laser stuff. You can do that. Uh, well, see, and Jeremy, that's the thing. I don't really have a laser business per se. My focus is content creation, um, which is why like I wouldn't feel comfortable consulting on stuff like that. I feel you, homie, but listen, like I feel like I have to have the uh, the knowledge base. I don't want to screw anybody over. All right, like I could take the guy's money and tell him, like I can tell you how to run a good social media campaign. uh, but start with Hello Cupcakes. No kidding. Oh, in the thing, I don't know. I was thinking about I might start with Hello Cupcakes in the presentation. Um. Anyway, so if any of you guys have like ideas or suggestions, my email's on the bottom of the screen, and I would appreciate it if you would download me a little bit more than on the side note here, because like trying to keep that in my head while we're talking is difficult. um I have, and then I have some other stuff I'm going to go over here in a second, but I do have. So somebody did ask, and I did kind of an AMA thing, and then I there's weather and a headache and all that crap. Um, yeah. Uh, but one of the questions was, which CO2 do I like the best? And the question, let's see, let me pull the whole thing up just so I can um, read it to you. I would like you to tell us which CO2 laser you'd like the best and why. Are there any brands of CO2 lasers you would not purchase and why? Let's see. Many of us are on a journey similar to yours, wherein we started with a diode and we're moving up, but there are so many choices. Okay, so I'm going to give you. This is hard, man. Here's why. Because I haven't used all the lasers out there. Like I the AP laser I have is the most solid, excuse me, laser I've worked with. It is by far their customer service is the best that I've experienced. But, and I say that because the AP lasers, not only, I mean, like once you get up into like that area, like those kind of machines, which are, it's kind of a little bit more of a commercial machine, excuse me. Um, Not just that they're pricey, but AP Laser has like an open frame design, so you can slide anything you want underneath it, and the bottom of the laser is open, and you can set it right on their laser. If you're not going to do that, it's probably not, it may not be the best choice for you because that frame causes the laser to be heavier and the machine itself to be wider. So it kind of comes down to like what exactly you're trying to do with your laser. Eon, man, their lasers when I was up there, their new Redline series is crazy, crazy. But all of those cool features are all like an uptick in price too, right? So it's like when you go look at the machine, you're like, oh, well, this machine is X amount. Like, let's say this machine's $8,000, and then you're like, oh, but I want toolless. I want the toolless, the toolless maintenance. Like that adds a couple $1,000s on there, you know, because you pay for all those upgrades. So I would say like all the reputable companies are probably good. Like all the companies you heard of are probably, you know, pretty decent. Trotec, trying to think who else I talked to when I was up there. I have heard, I've never worked with Thunder Laser. So let me just say that up front. I've heard people don't like Thunder lasers. Now, I also understand there's a huge bunch of Thunder laser laser users that love Thunder laser. That's one of the lasers that I've heard kind of not talked great about. Epilogue has amazing lasers. Everything that I like, their whole machine is like really like I like the way they're built and I like everything, and I like everything about their machines. And I've been to two different places, two different conventions where the Epilogue was, and both times the salesperson put such a bad taste in my mouth about the machine that I will go out of my way to not own an Epilogue laser, even though they're pretty cool. Let's see. And then, I mean, like, I don't know if I would say, I would say right now, I wouldn't buy the X tool. What is it, the P2, the S2, the P2, the CO2. It is, it's better than a Glowforge. It is still, that's one of the machines I'm talking about that they came out with, and they've kind of like, they have some issues that they have not addressed on that machine. And then one thing that really bothers me about that machine is when I got mine, the door to the top of it like is kind of askew, right? When it comes down, it pinches on one side. And I thought, oh, no big deal. Like that must have happened to shipping or whatever. And I get in there and I kind of messed around with it and I got it straight. Apparently that's like a design flaw or something, because like I can't tell you how many people have complained about that. So little stuff that they need to fix. CO3. Let's see. So it's not all about the money, but like I gotta pay my bills, dude. I'm getting to the point where like this is not uh like my revenue is like trying to be honest. It's really affecting my revenue in a very negative way. And try not to just be a mouthpiece for a thing. The problem is like you guys, if you guys have a YouTube channel, trying to have a YouTube channel, and you start getting a little bigger, then like a bunch of companies come to you, and that's what you wanted, right? Like you wanted companies to come to you and offer you money or free things. And so you get kind of caught up in it because you're getting stuff. And then the next thing you know, you're getting a lot of stuff and it's not fun anymore. And you're really kind of recycling kind of information because you're not reviewing anything new. and the paychecks are nice. So what I'm trying to do is I can be honest, I guess. I don't know. Uh Also, the big thing is too. Jeremy's like joking about a CO3, but RA tubes are getting big and bad, and CO2 that's enclosed in metal as opposed to glass are becoming like more of a deal, and that's someplace. Well, okay, so let's say that's someplace that the AP laser hasn't gone yet, but I shouldn't say that because if you guys probably haven't seen the announcement yet, but they're announcing this monster machine that is like a 300-watt CO2. Uh, it looks crazy, and they're going to announce it at well, they kind of already like let the cat out of the bag, but they're going to announce it at LaserCon this weekend. Also, do you guys want? Well, you're getting it anyway, but do you guys want coverage from LaserCon while I'm there? I'll probably be walking around with my camera, uh, similar to when I went to ISA. LaserCon is a little different because LaserCon is mainly just AP laser, so it wouldn't be like that massive showroom floor. But I'm going to try to do some live stuff from there because they're not doing anything live. I think they're doing like a live Q&A after the show, but I'm gonna try to get you some stuff. If nothing else, I don't know if I'll like. It depends on how busy I am on whether I'll be able to do live, but I will get some footage and try to upload it. Um, yeah, Frank, I was kind of I thought this was kind of interesting about Eon. I think it's up until they get to their kind of commercial line. So all the Miras are all designed to fit through a doorway. So even if you got to upend them and put them through the door, they're designed to do that. So Jeff, you're right. And so my presentation at LaserCon is about like driving business through social media. So that's something I have a better knowledge base on. However, I feel like teaching people how to build their business up and make them some money is more beneficial from a YouTube channel than social media management. But I agree with you. Uh, so Rose, I mean, honestly, it's not a bad machine. So the X12P2 is not like I don't mean to bash it. Like it's not a bad machine. It's got some cool little features. It's just it's their like kind of first shot at a CO2, and it's a little um well, so like it competes with a Glowforge, and if you want to say should I buy a Glowforge or should I buy a P2, P2 all day long. There's no contest. There's no reason like that you would even consider the Glowforge on that. It is made like the majority of it's made out of plastic and things like that, but so is a Glowforge. So like when it depends on what you're really I guess I guess it kind of depends on what your price range is. The War of Art. Yes, I have read that actually. I have been reading a lot more lately, and it's kind of interesting because uh, it's kind of making me think a little bit about like this is kind of this was like a very run and gun business when I started, and it was just like throw it against a wall, see if it sticks. And some stuff did, and some didn't. But now it's like I need to not. I don't want to do that anymore. Like I want to be able to like throw everything at the wall, and most of it sticks. Sorry, somebody's I have text messages out to a bunch of people in Houston to see if they have power or not. Yeah, so the digital products makes me nervous, and the thing is, that's what everybody's doing, right? Um, and I watched a very interesting thing where this guy, um, all right, I'm gonna tell you the story real quick. I don't want to rattle on. I know too late. This guy was talking about he read a book, um, like a business book of some sort, and he liked it so much he went to the guy's like weekend course, and he's like, a go, and he's like, all the guy did was talk about the book. He like literally went chapter by chapter, talked about all of it, and like it was the same thing. Like you just all you need to do is read the book. All you had to do is read this like $15 book. I paid $300 to go to this seminar thing, and he's like, but then I discovered that a lot of people like the book's not enough for them. Like they have to have somebody tell it to them, which I can totally believe. So I thought it was interesting because to me, I was kind of in the same boat. I'm like, well, I give it away for free on the internet. Like, why would I give you a course that kind of said the same thing? Maybe maybe some more details. Apparently, people like to be told. Some people. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of vendors there. I thought I was going to talk to more vendors at ISA, but a lot of the vendors were way more like um, LED lights, or not LED lights, well, but LED lights, but like giant lights and stuff for signs. I thought there was going to be like more material, but there wasn't. Um, yeah, don't buy a Muse. I speak from experience. I don't know anything about the Bolt. P2. Out of all of those, I would take the P2 only because I don't know too much about the Bolt. Uh, don't. I'm sorry, but don't buy a Muse. Let's see. I love my Rolly. That's honestly the only diode I'm running in the shop right now. It's just I don't do a um hold on a second. Um I yeah, I like Rolly is my new jam. Um yes. I don't know. Like I don't know if you're asking this like jokingly, but yes, I I lost my memory and uh let's see, I lost about 5 years, maybe something like that. I couldn't remember like the last 5 years, and like we'd gotten another dog, we'd moved states, and I didn't remember any of that. And it turned out that I had a really bad migraine and triggered what is known as retrograde transient amnesia. My memory came back though. I still have holes. Uh, what? Sure, so you know what not to do. Buy my book to learn how to sell a best-selling book. True. Um, I feel you. All right, so I'm gonna address some other stuff real quick, and then I'm gonna go because I probably need to stop talking, just voice-wise. Um, let's see. So, Josh. So nobody's so Exel and I have not been getting along. My rep really does not like me. And I didn't even know that the F1 Ultra was coming out until I saw other influencers showing it. I don't know anything about it. I mean, other than what I've seen, it is it looks cool. I would say for most people, a 20-watt fiber laser, Galvo fiber, is pretty much all you're ever going to use. So unless you're going to do like, unless you want to, do deep engravings or something like that, I don't know. Like, unless you want to do something really specific with a higher power laser, I think 20 watts fine. Is it 10 watt or 20 on the blue diode? It looks neat. I unfortunately I don't think I'll get a chance to test it, but it looks cool. I don't know the price point on it or anything. Sheila, did I answer your question earlier? Hold on. Like the flamethrower wood burning one. I love my torches. I really do like doing the Shishigiban. Honestly, like part of the reason I don't do as much Shishigiban is because the applications for it aren't great. Like you can't really do too much like fine woodworking with it or anything, I mean, like everything's got to be kind of like really rustic. I did think about doing some Shishigiban with the laser, doing the Shishigiban treatment and then coming in and lasering out like a name or something, and then filling it and seeing like how that would look with signs. Okay, so we talked about what you want. I talked about how I make money, right? Well, so let's talk about how I make money. I make money. I make money a couple of ways. I make money a lot of ways. I make money in a lot of different buckets. So I make money from YouTube AdSense. So every time you guys watch a ad, I get a little chunk of that. And by little, I mean little. I make money from the affiliate sales. And I would say affiliate sales is where I make the majority of my money. So if you click on something that's a link in the description of my video and it says affiliate next to it, so like let's say you go to Amazon, I get a little chunk of whatever you buy from Amazon. Hold on. Hello there. Number 2. And then like working with Xtool and different laser companies, when I'm doing affiliate work with them, if you buy an Xtool, I get a little chunk of that. So obviously, if I'm selling you a $2,000 laser versus selling you a $20 pair of pliers, I'm going to get more money selling you the laser. Now, I didn't really get into lasers because of that. I got into lasers because I thought they were cool. It was just, and at the time when I was really working with Xtool, I really liked their products. And I still do. I just, like I said, I just think I think there's some holes they need to fill, and I think they need to focus a little bit more on their existing customers than trying to get more. There, I said it. I can merch. I can make money selling merch. I've made a little bit of money on merch in the past. The reason I haven't done more merch is because I don't want to sell you a shitty shirt. And most of the companies that I've tried working with, they send me samples first, and I'll order. So let's say I'll make like 5 shirts, right? And then I'll order all 5 shirts. And so I get them to wear them and whatever. And most of the time, like at least one of the shirts is jacked up in some way. Now, if you contact the company, they'll send you a new one, but that's not the experience that I want you guys to get if you order a Build That Build shirt. So I've steered away from merch, which is probably a bad idea. Like I know a lot of people make a good chunk of change with merch. Find me a good merch place. Um, and then there's Patreon, which Patreon's been doing me dirty. Now Patreon's really hard to work with, and I know some people that have it down. I do not, and I have a really hard time uh, figuring out things to do for patrons. And whenever I ask my patrons what they want, um, they don't seem to care. So what I am really curious about doing, and we'll probably do, is trying to do memberships on YouTube instead. It opens up some different things that you can do. Like if you're in a chat, you can do different little things and stuff like that. Like it's a little bit more like Twitch, I guess. And some of the things that you can do, but it's a lot more seamless in the fact that if I wanted to have a members only video, like trying to upload that into Patreon becomes a kind of a pain on the back end. Anyway, so the thing is, how do I make money without trying to gouge you, right? I appreciate any support that people are trying to give me. And that is the reason we'll always have, memberships and things like that. But I would much rather like get some support from you because I've made you some money or done something like that for you. Let's see. And I mean, like as far as like moving forward the channel, it has to have something to do with lasers. I've made I've made too much of a name for myself in the laser space to flake out and do something else. If I was going to do anything else, and I am working on a second channel, you guys may or may not be interested, and we'll talk about it later. But this channel has to have lasers in it. It just does. I can't step away from that. I have too many connections in the community and things like that I feel bad. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna go down. Yeah, Frank, I'm sorry, man. Like I can't. It is what it is. I feel you. Like just do what you got to do, man. I know you guys already pay ridiculous shipping. All right, so here's Rose. Can I be blunt? What kind of content do you want to make? Are you a laser channel or a maker channel? When I subbed to you way back, you were doing other projects like wood dye and microwave. Lichtenberg. So I will. I'll say this again because I don't think Rose is here. Shishigiban and making projects doesn't make me any money. I'm not a good enough woodworker to garner the respect of sponsors. I am a little too brash, let's say, to be nice, for some other sponsors. So what it boils down to is I need to find something that is interesting to you and build around that. If I was going to make the kind of content I would love to make, I'd love to play video games all day long. So, and I know somebody's gonna be like, well, you should do that, man. No. There's dinner on TikTok. Hold on. I'm pretty sure he's talking about you and your brother. What? There's this dude over on TikTok. He's got a fairly large channel about his family, and I'm pretty sure he's talking about you and your brother. Mentions you by name as well as this YouTube channel. Who? Is that what you asked me about the memory thing? Who are you talking about? Not a whole lot of people know about the memory thing, is why I think that's weird. Let's see. Great thing about lasers, you can make anything. It's so creative. Yeah. So yeah, one of the reasons that what's his name? Um uh One of the reasons that I really got into lasers is because I'm a very blunt object. I'm a very rudimentary woodworker. I'm not like skilled in fine things, which is like why a lot of my stuff is rustic because I can't do it any better. Uh, so to be able to have like a laser that can do like these ultra fine little things, amazing. Love it. Makes me feel like I'm not an idiot. Um, let's see. That's right. No matter what the content is, I found that anytime I've ever asked for help or advice via DM, you've always answered relatively quickly. Thanks, man. I do I do try to answer everybody. Well, when they ask a real question, they're not just being a prick. Um, sorry. I do try to answer everybody fairly quickly, and every once in a while somebody falls through the cracks, but I try to do that. YouTube memberships. I was going to talk about that. We just kind of did that. Shushugiban. Like, if you guys have a good like, and it's been a while since I've done a Shushugiban video, so I should do one. And I mean, I have some ideas of different like the fun ones, where like it's just like will this die wood, and then we do the Shushugiban too. I've got some ideas like that. But if you guys have like honest to God, like the Shushugiban projects, like let me know. And keep in mind that like if you're like, hey man, like can I Shushugiban my floor? I don't have any way to do that. So it's gotta be like a viable project. Um, but yeah, if you got anything like that, email me uh the deal down below. No, I'm not getting an embroidery machine. Um Somebody's giving me shit. Uh no embroidery machine. Let's see. Okay, so here are two questions I have for you. One, I hate Facebook. Okay, no, that's not a question. I have a Facebook page. I have a Build Dad Build has a Facebook page, but it is a page that is like it's like a personal page. Like I can just post on there and people can respond and stuff like that. What I want is more of like I don't know if I can just switch that over into like a group. What I want is more like a page where everybody can post whatever they want and talk about it, like that kind of page. I don't know how to do that. If anybody knows how to do that, email me. I would love your help on that because I don't know if I can switch that page over or if I got to do something completely different. Also, is Jeremy still here? My two computers that are running um, running my lasers downstairs, they're both Windows machines, and I am a Mac guy. They're both one of Windows 11. Is there anything I need to know about Windows 11, or is there any like cool tricks about Windows 11 that I might want to like do to those machines, or is there any bloatware I need to get off, or anything like that? All they're doing is they need to have the ability to access the internet because it's the internet, and run my lasers. Maybe a little design work. Like I've got Coral Draw on one of them, but That's not super necessary. I just want to be fast, efficient, and clean. Um, so yeah, so I just I need quality merch. Quality merch. Um, dude, I got some buddies who are doing some hats, done some fucking serious shit. Uh, make it a group. Sorry, I'm reading this now. You have to create a group and link to it. So I can't just switch that page over. Like I have to make a group and then everybody has to like migrate over there. Basically, I don't use Facebook for anything, but I have a Facebook page because I have some people that's like their only social media aside from YouTube. So that's why that exists. But I would rather have it be like kind of more of an arena that people could talk in. Okay, I want to rest my voice, so I don't want to talk anymore. But I just wanted to kind of like put all that out there. Uh, I'm legit. I want you to email me if you have any suggestions, things like that. I would appreciate it. Uh, I really, uh, I just, hard to say. I don't like. I just want to help you guys out. I don't want to. Uh, I got paid a lot of money to make 3 We Create videos. Uh, a lot. Like I told them I didn't want to do it, and they said they would pay me more. And I was fine with that at first because I like the machine. Like I think like the We Create machine is 100% a I don't want to learn anything about lasers, but I want to have a laser machine. It's not anything that I would suggest that anybody like that wants to continue on with. But if you wanted to have that like in the corner of your shop, it's great. So like I made the 3 videos and got paid, and then the company started doing like really weird stuff where they um their customer service went to shit, and there was some problems with the machine that I didn't have initially that people were bringing up, and I like my face is in their videos. Like they took clips from my, which was part of the contract. It's not like something they didn't like. I knew they were going to do it, but they're advertising that machine and they're using my face, and I am not super stoked about that machine anymore, and people keep contacting me about it, and I feel bad because when everything went down it seemed like a good deal, and honestly daddy could use the money. But um I honestly, the reason I told him no is because I just didn't want to do another. I didn't want to do another diode laser review. And then they. So I gave him my number, my get out of my face number, my go away uh, amount of money, and they said sure. And then I re-looked at the device, and I was like, okay, well, this isn't bad. And for the money, I can do this. And then they said, how about we triple that and you make 3 videos? So I did. And I'm not happy about that. And unforeseen, like I couldn't have known that, but shit happens. Let's see if what he says. Who are you talking about, Rich? This is Rich. Do I know you? Actually, I think I do know you, Rich. Thanks, man. Okay, now I know who you are. All right. Okay, and on that note, I don't want to deal with this asshole anymore, so I'm gonna call it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully I talk to you soon. I will be posting. Check hang out go follow me on Instagram if you want to see kind of up to date stuff on LaserCon, because I usually post it there first because I can just drop it and then I'll post it to YouTube later. All right, take it easy, guys. Love you.